It happened to me 5 years ago, but I still can't sleep with my curtains open. At that time, I was renting a small apartment in Quezon City, Philippines, second floor, facing the street. It wasn't fancy, just one bedroom, one bathroom, a tiny kitchen, and a single window right above my bed. Outside, a flickering streetlight bathed the room in a dull orange glow every night. I was working the night shift at a BPO company in Ortigas. Most nights, I'd get home between 2 o'clock and 3 a.m., too exhausted to do anything but eat, shower, and sleep. It was the same routine every night, until one morning, March 17th, 2018, when something changed. That night, I got home a bit later. Around 3:30 a.m., the hallway lights in the building were dim, and the air felt strangely cold for Manila. As I was unlocking my door, I thought I saw someone at the end of the corridor, a tall, still figure, just standing there in the shadows. I blinked, and the figure was gone. Inside, I kept the lights off while I changed clothes. The faint glow from the streetlight was enough. But when I turned toward my bed, something caught my eye. A handprint on the window. It wasn't mine. The print was larger and fresh enough that I could see streaks of moisture trailing down the glass. The problem was, my window didn't open from the outside. There was no balcony, no ledge, nothing a person could stand on. I told myself maybe maintenance workers cleaned it earlier. I forced a laugh, shook it off, and went to sleep. Then, at around 4 a.m., I woke up. Tap, 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 3 slow, deliberate knocks. At first I thought it was from the hallway, maybe someone locked out of their unit. But then I realized it was coming from the window, directly above my head. My heart started racing. I lay still, holding my breath. Then tap, 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 again, louder this time. I turned my head toward the window, and there he was. A man's face, pressed against the glass, eyes wide open, skin pale under the orange light. His mouth was twisted into a grin. Not a smile, but something wrong. His teeth scraped slightly on the window as he breathed fog onto it. I couldn't scream. I just froze, staring back. Then he tapped again, faster this time. When I finally snapped out of it, I grabbed my phone, turned on the flashlight, and faced the window. He was gone. The next morning, I checked outside. There were no footprints, no ladder. No way anyone could have reached that window. When I told my landlord, she went pale. She said that years ago, in 2014, a man tried to break into the same apartment. He slipped while climbing and fell to his death. Ever since then, tenants would complain about tapping on the windows around 3 or 4 a.m. I moved out a week later, but sometimes, when I pass that street in Quezon City, I still glance up, and I swear I see a faint face in that same window, watching.